Welcome to Sonia True Crime Podcast, Storytime Podcast. Y'all know, I took a break from true crime for a minute because it's like so much, and people actually sends me so many true crime stories that I was like, I needed to take a break. But I found out that a lot of people was like, Sonia, are you gonna come back with the true crime stories? And I'm like, yes, I'm gonna come back with them, but there are so many of them. But this one here actually recently happened. This was actually on New Year's Day. It left 16 people dead and 27 hurt. So due to the graphic natures of this crime, please listen with caution. And a 11-year-old girl and her dad is also included in this crimes. And it was Cops revealed that 11-year-old girl was shot dead in Corpus Christi, Texas in the early hours of Sunday morning. The youngest was rushed to the hospital but died of her injury. Parent Robert Silver told the outlet that he heard dings going off in the area before his daughter shot. Ouch. He added, when she said ouch, she fell to the ground. I already knew it was a bullet that hit her. Dion Poindexter, 29, and Jacob Leal, 43, has since been charged with deadly conduct following this report. So, during this time, these incidents, oh wow, these incidents happen around New Year's. And they happen in different parts of the state at this time, which is crazy to me. The dad of Jamal Cox, 33, was shot dead in Boston, Massachusetts on Sunday after an argument reportedly broken over a spilled drink. Cops rushed to the scene just before 6 a.m. local time on New Year's Day, where they found Cox dead. The dad was pronounced dead. He leaves behind a young daughter and a child who has to remember their father as murdered. Meanwhile, a second person was shot and suffered non-life-threatening injuries, but the shooting has left residents in the neighborhood of Mattapan fearing for their safety. Sheree Bryant said that she felt unsafe as a result. Cops haven't made any arrests as this investigation continues. There was no arrest made for this one. In Florida, in Ocala, Florida, violence also rocked the Sunshine Nation on New Year's Day. Police revealed that 2 people were killed and 4 injured following a shooting in a college. Gunshots was fired while there were crowds of at least 100 people in the city. The victim was identified as Abdul Hakim Van Kroski, 24, Devontae Harris at age 30. 4 other people was also shot, but their injuries are not thought to be life-threatening. Cops said the tragic event has left many devastated and mourning. Our thoughts and prayers are going out to those affected by this terrible act. Ocala is located around 70 miles northeast of Orlando. Around 200 miles away, a man died after being shot in Tallahassee on New Year's Day. Another man, 31, was killed in Philadelphia, while 9 others was left injured as a violence erupted in Philadelphia on Sunday. Cops revealed that the victim was shot in the chest before being rushed to the hospital where he died of his injuries. Meanwhile, another man, 34, was shot in the leg and expected to survive, according to the news. Police said that an 87-year-old woman was among Americans that was left injured following gun violence on New Year's Day. Two teens, 15 and 18, was left injured after a double shooting erupted in the city. Cops have revealed that only one person has been arrested as part of the probe. Also in Collinsville, Louisiana, Ricardo, 20, and Randolph, 24, was gunned down in a parking lot in Collinsville, Illinois on Sundays. Cops darted to the scene and found the pair unresponded in the scene, according to the news. Police said that a fight broke out inside a nightclub before it was broken up. Then it reportedly erupted again in the parking lot near the bar that killed the two young men, when they approached a Dodge Charger vehicle while in the lot. They were shot several times by the suspect inside the Dodge, cops said. In Columbus, Ohio on New Year's, one person was killed and four others was left injured after a gunfight erupted at a strip club in Columbus. Police said that shots was fired after an argument broke out at the Bunk's Platinum venue, the Columbus Dispatch-Review. The victim was named Charles Earl Westbrook, 28, who was from the area. Marie Koch of the Franklin County Sheriff's Office revealed that one person was in critical condition in the hospital and three are thought to be stable. In Maryland, 2 people died while a child was among 2 injured after violence erupted at the home in Prince George County on New Year's Day. Major David Blazer told reporters that a gun was used but didn't confirm how the 2 victims died. Police did not reveal the extent of the victims' injury after they were hospitalized. Officers said that it doesn't seem as if the shooting was random as they conduct investigation. Blazer lamented the death, branding the violence senseless. He said, "Any loss of life is terrible, whether it's the 1st of January, the 3rd of January, or another date. It's senseless, and we don't like to see this happening to anybody. Our concern right now is to try to understand what is happening, what is going on." In Ridgeland, South Carolina, 2 people was left injured in Ridgeland, South Carolina after gunshots were fired into a club, Pluto nightclub. Police say shots was fired as cars was leaving the venue at around 3 a.m. 2 people who was inside the club was left injured by the gunshots. It remained unknown how many rounds was fired as police continue their investigation. In Virginia, Corbin Willington, 15, has been named a chief suspect after a man was found dead outside a home in Chester County, Virginia on Sunday. Officers revealed there was a large number of people inside the property when they arrived on the scene. Willington faced several charges, including malicious wounding and use of a firearm. Cops have issued a warning as they said the youngster is armed and dangerous. In North Carolina, Cashley Scott, 39, was found dead in his yard in a shooting that left Robinson County, North Carolina, reeling. Police said an argument broke out and turned violent. Suspect Joseph Locklear, 26, has been charged with the first-degree murder in connection with the incident. Shooting victims was also identified in St. Joseph County, Indiana, North Carolina, Lincoln, Nebraska during the speed of violence. There was gun violence was reported in Lubbock, Texas, as one of the person was left hurt. So, wow, that was a lot. On New Year's Day in states, there was basically a crime spree. Someone actually sent me this. This is why it takes me some time to actually do these ones, because like I said, it be so much, like so much be happening, and you see that it's happening around the world. It's not just happening in one place. It's happening. How many states was that happened in? Not even a couple, because a couple would be 2. It was more than a couple. So that's a lot. That's a lot. But I'd like to thank you for listening to my podcast, my story time true crime podcast. Please give it a 5-star review on Podbean Speakers. Wherever you listen to your podcast, please share Please follow me at son.9795 Instagram, Sonia Santiago, Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest. You can leave a comment here or at sv766752@gmail.com. Please go to my website, http://podcast/wordpress.com. www.avio. Use promo code Sonia. www.instacart156. If you'd like to buy me a coffee, you can buy me a coffee. Please follow my son Sounds on Instagram. He have an album out on Spotify and Apple. Please follow the young lady Miss Carr. She have her own podcast, affirmation podcast. Please follow TJVULCAIN. She have a book called Black Girl in Orange. Please follow King's Flex on SoundCloud and Female Reform. They have a vintage store in New York, and have a blessed night.